The city of Chicago has decided, look, these kids, they're getting together. They're doing things. Those things are costing money. We are not going to keep paying for them. So if you don't rein in your kids, we're going to rein in your wallets. BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, the city of Chicago, they've said it with their own mouths. They was like you can see the guy's picture right there, right? So basically, this guy comes about, he says, there's a problem. We have these mobs that's occurring, these mobs of children, and they're causing a lot of damage. And because of all of this damage that is being caused, we have to hold someone responsible. And it can't be a 12-year-old or an 11-year-old, because we can't put all of the kids in jail for 10 to 15 years. So it has to be a parent who has to pay for these damages. And guess what? Parents of Chicago, it's gonna be you. Okay. Now, first of all, I absolutely forgot this guy's name and forgot to write it down. So somebody put it in the comment section. Second of all, this is a problem that has been created because our communities have very little things to do inside of them other than destroy itself. So now our community is dripping over into communities that they prefer for them not to be in, because they're forcing people off of their land. Do you understand what gentrification is? Isn't that similar to, or at least when it was first being done, it was kind of side by side equated to when people go to someone else's land and say, Indians, you don't live here no more. Isn't that what it was being equated to when the gentrification process first began? Or am I just incorrect about all of this? With that being said, in cities like Chicago, in New York, you could pick a borough, like some of the boroughs like the Bronx, or there's other boroughs in Brooklyn. There's just boroughs in neighborhoods and places everywhere, which used to be predominantly people of color. Some of these neighborhoods was predominantly black. But I say people of color because obviously there were other people that lived there also. And then all of a sudden, the next thing you know, there's an influx. Before that even happens, there is people basically getting pushed out of the community. Now, where do you think these people are going, and how much space do you think these people need? What I'm basically trying to explain is, as our communities get smaller and smaller and smaller, obviously we're going to bleed over into places that they prefer us not to be. Also, and I'm not trying to equate children to animals, but what I am trying to say, when someone gets restless, think about what happens when you leave anything restless sitting around doing nothing. They're gonna tear the place up. We'll equate teenagers to babies. You ever took your eye off of a little kid and then the next thing you know, you turn around and they're not there no more? That's basically what's happening. These children have nothing to do. There's nowhere for them to put their energy. There's no structure in place, infrastructure in place. And besides that, I mean, I'm not trying to shoot at rappers right now with the music and with the entertainment business, but even the movies. And then when you add to that, we had 2 years of what most people would say is rioting going on in America. So a lot of these children grew up in the age of rioting. Let's just be clear and understand that. A lot of these children grew up watching marches, being a part of these situations, but being too little or too young and under somebody else's charge, and wasn't able to act out the way they would have if they could have. These situations have been created in our community. Now, with that being said, The city of Chicago has decided they want to hold these parents accountable. I 100% agree with that. And I think, and I just want to be clear about this. This is of the utmost importance. I don't only just want parents to be held accountable. I want, when situations like this happen, the government then actively get involved and bring resources. I don't just want punishment. You see, if we're not gonna lift up the individual that we say must do different, how are they gonna do different? So I don't want just these parents to be held accountable. I also want some kind of resources to go to applicable to situations that it's applicable to, that applying resources it would benefit. I'm not talking about giving resources away to people who are going to just not use, who don't want to use them appropriately. Some people could just not be able to. But if we're going to save the children, punishment is not the only thing that need to be doled out. So I don't know how they're going to fix this situation. But we have a lot of children that need guidance. It's not coming from the schools. The schools aren't even interested in even teaching our kids how to read and write anymore. They're more interested in your kids changing their genders. So the guidance isn't going to come from the schools. We have to figure something out in our communities with our children and create our own organizations. And when I say organizations, I mean things like our own PAL type of setup, our own community activism type of situation where we have different places for kids to go when they're not at school that help them to add value to their life so they can see value in themselves. A lot of these kids just don't see value in themselves. So how do you expect for them to value what you got? So they've been absolutely AWOL over there. Basically, one of the things that they are planning on doing, that they're voting on, because this has not been passed yet, one of the things that they do plan on doing is fining parents up to between $1,000 to $5,000. And then you have to get into a program with your child. I'm all for this. But how far are we going to go with this? Are we trying to save the child? Or are we just trying to prevent more damage to society? Because only one of those things help the people. So that's the actual question. So we got to see what the next step they might take with this. And if this is something that is good, they might just have pioneered something. They might, if there is a way to do this correctly, they might change the trajectory of civilization as we know it. What do you think is going to happen when these particular kids get in charge? You see what happened with the millennials running things? We got Biden. Put it in the comment section. I want to know what y'all guys think about this. Do you think this is a good idea, bad idea? Read up on it. Anything particular that you think that we should discuss, put it in the chat. I might make another video on this. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one. I'm out.
Yo, family, the Art of D Glass, and I'm back with another video. All right, family. Cut man is officially done. As you can see, get a little closer. Get the details, the line work. All right. With that being being said, if you like this video, hit that like button. Leave your comments down in the comment section and let me know what you think about the picture. Also, hit that notification bell so you can get the content each and every time it's dropped. And subscribe to my channel, The Art of Declassing. Just like that, I'm going to go ahead and start on my next piece that I got in the process. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Peace.